So what's going on with recent pickups? What's going on in the game room? What all's in this bag of games and where did it come from? Those updates and more coming up next. Last episode, we scored a PlayStation 3 bundle that was super clean, included Grand Theft Auto 5 and a mess of good-looking controllers, again all clean and in good-looking condition. Paid $70 for this lot, which is a fantastic price, assuming it all works though, right? You know, scoring it is only one half of the challenge. We gotta get all the stuff back to the lab and test it out, and if there's anything wrong with this console at all, there's a chance we've overpaid for a giant paperweight. Alright y'all, we're up in the game room here. We're ready to do some testing on this PS3, right? A really clean looking score, you know, in theory. We gotta see if it works though. Let's fire it up. It's plugged up and we got a red light on, so yeah, we're getting some power to her. That's great, but it's gotta come on, right? And what about the ceremonial ejecting of the disk drive? Do we get that sweet bonus game? We'll find out. Let's go. Oh, okay. There's something in here. Come on, baby. Okay, all right. We will totally take that. A Minecraft, which, okay. The Minecrafts from this gen are selling, and I mean, yeah, it's going to be disc only, unfortunately, but it's clean, it's in good shape. So is the other game that came with this, so awesome. So included with this bundle was a complete in-box copy of Grand Theft Auto 5. Can't get enough of those, and yes, it's complete. We got the map and the paperwork, but upon opening it up, there's an extra disc in here too. Sports Champions for the PS3, and okay, that is not the most exciting thing ever. Pretty much a pack-in game, right? But yeah, it's still more than we thought we were getting. It's another extra game. It can be bundled in with the console for what that's worth. Again, this was just a really clean and good grab. A disc-only copy of Minecraft from this gen sells for around $12 on average, closer to $20 if it's complete. You know, Minecraft has managed to stay both relevant and trending for a dadgum decade now, with conventions dedicated to itself, and even as I'm speaking this, I have 2 kids playing the game on 2 different platforms in my household, 2 different ways. It's crazy. How big of a deal is Minecraft in your house? Comment below and let me know something, because you know that I love getting a conversation going with you right here on the Emceemur Show. So as you can see, everything seems to be working here. The system looks great, it's clean, it had Minecraft in it, it fired right up, we got it on screen, the controllers are charging, which is great, and the buttons feel great on them. That's obviously of utmost importance. I don't think we're going to have any problems in the functionality department where that's concerned, but main thing, the system is working great, reading discs, booting up. Gotta love it. This was a clean score, a clean grab. They don't all happen that way, I can tell you that. So great looks on that PS3 deal all around. You know, the inflated console market has died down. The prices have gone down, but the demand really has not. So this, you know, still all in all is great for a quick flip. Fast moving items, fast turnaround. That's exactly what we're looking for here. Recently, Gen X John of Gen X Grown Up was doing some game shopping while traveling, and as he often does, he called me up and gave me the opportunity to do some virtual shopping through him, so that's always neat. And looking around the shops he was at, he saw some pretty neat Sega Genesis selections there, and that's something I'm always hot after. He ran up on a copy of Muhammad Ali Heavyweight Boxing for the Sega Genesis, a game I do not have, and that's strange for me because I swear I've got every boxing game from the 16-bit era, but no, didn't have this one and hadn't played it. So here it is. It's in great shape. It's in a clean box, clean cartridge with it. Got the manual. It's got the poster. The only thing it doesn't have is the collectible sports card that it supposedly came with. And if it has that, it's worth a good deal more. But still, we got a really good price on this thing. The shop was at about $13 for this, which isn't a bad price at all. We offered 10, came in at 10 bucks, and they accepted. So great price on this, and it's great when you see stores that are willing to work with you. Now, the game itself is not the greatest boxing game I've ever played. also not the worst. It actually offers some pretty unique perspectives. I mean, you've got this full range of motion around the ring where you can go from side by side to isometric, so to speak, looking over the shoulder view, kind of like Legends of the Ring, but a little further out. The next shop had some really vintage stuff going on there. Found a copy of Smurf's Rescue from Gargamel's Castle, or whatever it is, on the Colecovision. Now that is a game that I actually did play a lot of in my childhood. A buddy of mine had a Colecovision. He had that game. No, it's not a great game, but it's so hard a cat can't scratch it, and it's just one of those things you just kept coming back to see how far you could get on the thing. It's a classic, all right? And this is such a nice copy of it. It's complete. The cartridge is super clean, and the manual is just super crisp. I guess nobody really read it very much. It's not like it can help you much. So very neat to see that there. And then also, this place has a copy of Swords and Serpents for the Intellivision. Again, we're talking about some really vintage stuff here. The box definitely took a beating, but in exchange for that beating, we get a cartridge that did not take one. It's in super clean condition, super nice label. I'm very confident both of these pieces of software will work. So yeah, cool box art, cool game. This particular shop was at 40 bucks for these, and just shot an offer out there, especially based on the condition of the Intellivision game, at 20 bucks, and they accepted. So there again, not a bad price for both of these considering what we're getting here. I don't currently have a working Colecovision, but we do have access to some Intellivision hardware. Let's go see if this thing works. Alright, so we've got our Intellivision 2 hooked up here, and we've got the cartridge inserted into the slot. Now that it's been cleaned, I'm pretty confident this is going to work, and I'm excited to see what it does. I have not played this game. Here we go, moment of truth. This is my vintage game face. It works! How great is that? So, okay. Swords and Serpents. Oh, listen to the sound. It's so great. It's just so fantastic, right? We talk about vintage games. We talk about Super Nintendo. Great. We talk about NES. We talk about 8-bit stuff. Great. This right here, this is some other level stuff, though. This is some stuff that not everybody has had a chance to experience, myself included. I mean, I grew up on Atari stuff, but I never knew anybody that had an Intellivision. So there are great versions of better known games that were multi-platform at the time, and then there's some great exclusives too. You really have to get some of this stuff and try it out. I have actively collected for Intellivision over the last couple years because it's something I just want more exposure to. You know, the Amico thing was a bust, and I don't want people to continually, associate the brand with that, because Amico is not this and vice versa, right? This is a cool footnote in the history of gaming, and it's just something really cool to experience if you haven't ever experienced it before. Intellivision, you gotta love it. So I really want to thank Gen X John for doing that virtual shopping for us while traveling. Super cool. And if you haven't checked out Gen X Grown Up yet for all things tech, toys, gaming, everything in the Gen X sense, right? These guys are really just doing amazing things. So check out their channel. There's going to be a link in the description of this video for you to go and check out Gen X Grown Up. Subscribe to their channel and let them know Emceemur sent you. You'll be glad you did. You know, recently in our pawn shop episode, we picked up a large stack of comic books, right? Which that seemed like the least valuable thing there. They were all just dollar comics and boxes. And generally when you see that, it's all Bronze Age stuff that you're not really buying for the value. You're hopefully buying it just to read, right? But oh my gosh, there was just really cool stuff there, and coming to find out, a couple of them actually were worth a couple of bucks. Again, that's not why I was buying them, but it's always neat to see that any investment, you're getting something that's worth more than what you paid. I had some boards and some bags left over from that comic book episode we did a few years ago, and I'm getting these put in the boards and bags so they can be better preserved than they were going to be, just sitting on a shelf somewhere. These are really cool comics, and yeah, they have found a forever home right here in my collection, and I'm happy about that. We have so many great adventures out hunting, looking for things in the wild, and it's great to have each and every one of you along with me on those adventures, but sometimes it's great just to hang out right here in the game room and catch you up on all the things that are going on behind the scenes and just kind of talk about things. Like, hey, what have you been playing lately? Leave me something in the comments. You know that I love getting a conversation with you. Hope you're going to drop a like on this video and hopefully subscribe to the Emceemur Show if you have not already done so, because you know there's going to be more action coming your way very soon. And if you're ready for more action right now, I'll put a link right here to another action-packed update episode if you want to see more of what goes on behind the scenes right here. Emceemur signing off for this fantabulous episode, and I will see each and every one of you again next time.